Hey everybody, welcome back to Rugby Wrap-Up. I'm Matt McCarthy, and today we have the pleasure of being here with
Team USA 15's head coach Mike Tolkin. Mike, nice to have you here.
Good to be here.
Coach. A, we know you're pressed for time, and B, you don't want your New York Athletic Club cronies seeing you talking to a New York Rugby Club guy, so let's get right into it. Your next big test is Uruguay in Atlanta, and I have a prediction of 47-0.
That's what you're here for.
You're not going to give me any locker room fodder, bulletin board fodder?
Absolutely.
All right, so
On RugbyWrapUp.com, there's been considerable spirited debate.
they're always asking what the fly half situation is for Team USA.
Toby Lestrange got injured. Adam Siddle stepped in and did well. Siddle is now training at the OTC, and Lestrange signed a contract with the London Welsh.
What do you got going on there?
Well, Toby is back to 100% health. He'll be back for the Uruguay series. Adam's obviously in for the Uruguay series, so we have two really talented fly halves, and we're in a good position for the first time in a while in that position.
If the game was tomorrow, who's the number 10?
Depends what game it was.
If I'm the opposition's number 10?
We'll have to find out at camp.
Well, I can't let you off that. The game's tomorrow.
We'll have to see.
All right.
We have a camp coming up. We'll find out at that point.
He's tough. So you're not going to give me that answer. How about the back row? You finally got some depth at a position in the Lucies specifically that you've never really had. It's a good problem, but it's going to be a problem. You're going to have to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, we kind of look at it at back five, really. A lot of these guys can play in the back row or in the second row now. We have a great position now at second row where we have a lot of depth. We got guys who are big, who are strong, who are athletic. Back row, same thing. We have some height. We have some dynamic runners. So real pleased about that. Tough choices for sure.
And there are a lot of professional contracts in that pack.
Yeah, for sure.
Front row, any professional contracts?
Oh, what about Lamosatelli, the 19-year-old?
Yeah, TT is over at Saracens Academy and getting on to their LV squad. So it's great for him.
The LV Equals Cup?
LV Equals Cup, and Hayden Smith is playing in that as well with Saracens now.
Hayden Smith, for those that may have forgotten, played with the NFL's New York Jets. And speaking of the NFL, we ran into Nate Ebner the other night. Nate, of course, is now with the New England Patriots after playing rugby in college and being on the USA Rugby radar.
Where would you see Nate Ebner? At 10, 15, 12?
It's been a while since he played. He was a center, he was a wing. I think getting back into it, it would probably be, he would start at a wing if he came back. But it's hard to say.
Because he can actually kick, too, a little bit.
Yeah, he was a great athlete, obviously. Yeah. But, we'll see what happens, if it ever happens.
You've got some injuries on the club going forward. You got Todd Clever with what?
Todd broke his hand in Japan in a club match, and he's on the mend. He should be good.
Shining Arcs?
Shining Arcs, yep. Shining Arcs did him in, but he's on the mend. He should be good for
Status quo as captain, or
Todd's
does he go along?
Fair enough, but if he couldn't go, who'd be next in line?
You know what? There's a couple guys, Matt, some senior guys, Scott Lavala, Mike Petrie, Chris Weil. So any one of those guys might be an option.
Speaking of Scott Lavala, he's over at
Stud.
Right. Good to see that he's back on the pitch.
Yep, playing
Healthy.
regularly, doing well, and really great to have him back, not only healthy, but playing the game and starting regularly.
And he's the second best bald guy in rugby.
I'm assuming you're the first.
I didn't say that, Coach. But on that note, Coach, thank you for your time. We'll be starting up with a podcast one of these days with Mike Tolkin. But it's always a pleasure to have him on, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Thanks, Matt. Good to be here.
And on that note, Coach, let's kick it to Nate Ebner.
Hi, I'm Nate Ebner with the New England Patriots, and you're watching RugbyWrapUp.com.
USA! 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 USA!